Hello everybody, today we will talk about properties of the plane, which is the dihedral angle. As we know that dihedral angle is the angle between two intersecting planes. Okay, let me start from the first. Please you can find the reference to find the definitions of dihedral angle and also plane angle of dihedral angle and also generation of dihedral angles. As an illustrations, let me see that this is we can draw a plane M, and we have also plane N, and then we can see there is some of the angle. Okay, this is an M and N, and there is an intersection between two plane, and we can call that this is a dihedral angle. And this is the plane angle of dihedral angle, and to illustrate the generation of dihedral angles, we can draw some of the plane. Okay, there is a plane M and N, and this is AB, and so we can find that dihedral angle might be thought of as generated by the rotation of a half plane about its edge. The magnitude of the angle depends solely upon the amount of rotation. Okay, you can find some of the reference related with this topic in some of the references and books related with the spatial geometry. And okay, we continue to the next. This is equal dihedral angles. This two dihedral angles are equal when they can be so placed that they coincide. And right dihedral angles is a right dihedral angle is one whose plane angle is a right angle, and then we can illustrate that the perpendicular planes, it means that two planes are said to be mutually perpendicular if the dihedral angle is a right angle. We can make an illustrations like this. Okay, when we see that there is an angle, and this angle is 90 degree, so we can call that between M and N is two planes are said to be mutually perpendicular if their dihedral angle is a right angle. So we can illustrate this concept, and please you can find the definition and try to learn about how to illustrate the equal dihedral angle and right dihedral angle. Okay, and then for the next we have theorems related with the dihedral angle and their planes angles. We have theorem: two dihedral angles are equal if their plane angles are equal, and conversely, if two dihedral angles are equal, their plane angle are equal. Then we can prove this theorem. The first, let's we know that this is a given. Okay, so I will try to make this small. the first, we can give find that given one, okay, dihedral angle M AB N and M accent B accent N accent in which the plane angle G accent D accent A accent R A N angle C D and E are equal. Okay, this is the first step to prove that M angle M AB N is equal to angle M accent N. Yeah, so we can prove place the equal angle CDE and C accent D accent and E in coincidency, then AB okay, let's continue to this area, sorry, with A accent B, since these lines are perpendicular. To the plane CDE at the point D. Then M and M accent coincide as to also N and N accent, since they are determined by coincident line. So we can conclude that angle M AB N is equal to angle M accent A V accent N. Okay, this is how to prove the theorem, and I will give you the complete and more clear about this how to prove this theorem in the other form of this explanation. Okay, and for the seconds we can prove that given that if we have the angle M, AB and N is equal to M accent A accent B accent N, so we can prove that the plane angle CDE and C accent D accent and E accent are equal. Okay, I will give you the proof in other place. Okay, and then for the next we have the mutually perpendicular planes, the theorem is if two planes are mutually perpendicular and if a line is drawn from a point in one perpendicular to their intersection, then this line is perpendicular to the second plane. Alrighty, if two planes are mutually perpendicular and if a line is drawn from a point in one and perpendicular to the others, then this line is in the first plane and is perpendicular to the intersection of two planes. Okay, as an illustration, we can see that this is illustrated like this. If there is a M and this is a N, so we have the line L and L1 and this is a L2 and this is the 0 and sorry, this is the L and this is the L1 and this is the L2. So if the two planes are mutually perpendicular and if a line is drawn from a point in one perpendicular to their intersection, then this line is perpendicular to the second plane. Okay, this is an illustration for this theorem, and please you can try to prove this theorem right on the discussion forum, and let we discuss together in the forum discussions in Elena. Okay, this is important to discuss in learning management system, so we can learn and discuss together, and you can try, and this is because our lecture is student-centered learning. Okay, and this is the next theorem. We have the plane perpendicular to edge of two planes. If a plane is perpendicular to edge of two planes, it is perpendicular to their line of intersection. This is an illustration. Okay, this is a Q and this is M and this is N and this is a point P and this is L. So we can find that if a plane is perpendicular to each of two planes, it is perpendicular to their line of intersection. This is the line of intersection. Okay, and this is the perpendicular. Okay, this is the illustrations, and again you can try to prove this theorem. Okay, you can discuss in the discussion forum. And then the next, perpendicular line and planes. The theorem is if a line is perpendicular to a plane, every plane containing this line is perpendicular to that plane. This is we have some of the definitions. This is a projection of a figure of a plane, angle between line and plane, bisector of a dihedral angle. Please to find the reference about this, and this is illustrations about this theorem. This is the point P and this is line L, and this is plane N, and this is M, and this is L2. This is L1. Okay, and then you can given a line L perpendicular to planes N at P, and yeah, you have to prove that plane M containing L is perpendicular to plane N. So based on this theorem, we can find some of the uh, uh, definition that projection of a figure of a plane on a plane. If we have the plane M, then if we have the line L2, so we can make a projection of L2, L1, for example. This is L1. Okay, and this is the projection of L1. We can call this is a L2. Okay, this is a line M. So we can call that P is the projection of the point A on M, and L2 is the projection of line L1 on M. Okay, this is the projection. And angle between line and plane, the angle between plane and a line oblique to it is understood to be acute angle formed by the line and its projection upon the plane. And bisector of the hetero angle is a half plane bisector bisects a dihedral angle if it's passed through the edge of the dihedral angle and bisect its plane angle. Okay, this is the bisector of the angle. And then for the next is a projection of straight line on a plane. As we said that previous definition, that the projection of a straight line on a plane is a straight line in that plane. For example, if we have the plane M and we have the line, this is the point A and point B, and we can draw a projection of this line in the plane P. This is a C and D, and if we have the point F, and then we can make the projection, and this is a point E, and this is the F. Okay, this is the projection of a straight line. Projection of straight line, and this is a projection of straight line on a plane is a straight line in that plane. Then we have the theorem: the acute angle formed by a straight line with its own projection on a plane is the last angle which it make with any line in that plane. Okay, this is the illustration for this, and we can draw the function that if we have the plane M, this is M, and this is we can find that this is P and A and P. CP given CP the projection of AP on the plane M, and another line P is M through M. Yeah, this is C. So the projection of AP on M is CP. Okay. Next, the plane bisects in bisecting a dihedral angle. And there is a theorem: the locus of all points equally distant from the faces of a dihedral angle is the half plane bisecting the angles. We can say the illustrations like this. We have the plane, Okay, yeah, this is an illustration of this theorem, and you can try to prove this theorem. Okay, and this is a problem in constructing in solid geometry, problem in construction. There is several problem. Yeah, in making construction in solid, is assume that a line can be passed through any 2 points, and then a plane can be passed through 3 non-collinear points, and through a point not on a given line there can be draw a line parallel to this line. Through a point line perpendicular to given line can be drawn, and this is a corollary. A plane can be passed through a line and a point not on it, and 2 intersecting lines or 2 parallel lines. So we can illustrate that this to construct the line. A line is a point not on it. Yeah, there is a line and a point not on it here. A line can be passed through any 2 points. This is a line, and a plane can be passed through 3 non-collinear points. This is a line, this is a point, and this is a point, and this is no collinear point. So we can draw a plane. And then through a point not on a given line, there can be draw a line parallel to this. Through a point not on a given line, there can be draw a line parallel to this line. Okay, if we have this is a line and this is a point, and we can draw a parallel line. So a point, a line perpendicular to a given line can be drawn. Yeah, if we have the okay, this is a line, and then we can draw the parallel perpendicular to a given line. Okay, corollary plane can be passed through a line and a point not on it, and 2 intersection lines and 2 parallel lines, 2 intersecting point, and we can draw a line and two parallel lines. We can draw a plane, or a line and a point not on it. Yeah, this is a point and line, and we can draw a line. Okay, then for the next, constructing a plane perpendicular to a line. The problem is through a given point to construct a plane perpendicular to a given lines. For example, we have the plane M. Yeah. This is an example of the situations, and for the second situation is, for example, like this. This is a Q, and this is point P, and this is L, and this is the plane M. And yeah, through a given point to construct a plane perpendicular to a given line. Yeah, there is a given line, and we can construct a plane perpendicular to a given line. This is a L, and we can construct the plane perpendicular to given line. This is a given line, and we can draw a plane. Okay, the next problem is related with this a given point to construct a line perpendicular to a given plane. This is an illustration. This is a point. Yeah. Okay, this is a situation 1, and this is a situation 2. This is the plane N, and this is the line, and this is the P, C, and this is a P, and for example this is a line L, and this is a K, for example. And so this is a situation that through a given point to construct a line perpendicular to a given plane. So please, you can try to construct this perpendicular plane, and you can draw on your own papers. And then constructing a plane parallel to a line through one of two skew lines to pass a plane parallel to the others. Okay, this is a plane M, for example, and this is the line. This is L1 and this is L2, and we have the point P. So through one of two skew lines to pass a plane parallel to the others, and we have the L3. Yeah, this is the you can just construct the plane through L1 parallel with L2, and so the plane will be L1 and L3 is the parallel to L2. Okay, constructing a plane perpendicular to plane. This is a illustration. And this is the line L1, and this is the L, and this is the point P, and this is the M. Okay, so through a point P in L, pass a line L1 perpendicular to M. Okay. Then we have other problem. This through a point to pass a plane parallel to each of two given lines. You can try to make the illustrations, and we can discuss in the discussion forum in this meeting. And then for the next, we have the common perpendicular to skew lines, and to construct common perpendicular to skew lines. Okay, we can find that PC is a regard line perpendicular to L1. Yeah, this is PC perpendicular to L1 and L2. So PC is in the plane N and meet L1, and L1 perpendicular to L4, and PC, yeah, L1 parallel to L4, and PC perpendicular to L4, and PC perpendicular to L1. This is the problem to construct a common perpendicular to skew lines. Okay, thank you very much for your attention, and we can discuss later on the discussion forum in the Elena, and also you can download this file in our online class, and we can discuss in detail. And please, you can open some of the reference book, and please related with the solid geometry and especially about the dihedral angle. Thank you very much and see you.